What's going on, you guys? It's your boy Scotty by Nature TV.
And it's your boy Jeremy Speaks, and I'm young, fresh, and new.
You want to say something else? Okay, you guys. I have you shit. I'm messing up myself. So we're at the second episode of Young, Fresh, and New, and I have one of my favorite new people, Jeremy Speaks TV, in the building. Okay, and for the course of 20 minutes, we're going to learn about Jeremy Speaks platform, the beginning of his platform, and where he intends to take his platform going forward. Okay, so first things first, Jeremy, can you tell the people about your platform and what all do you do on your platform? What can they?
Um, okay, so my platform is, I would say, multifaceted. I go over like a lot of like different ranges of topics. I get down to the gutter snipes, and then I can go on down there to the White House. I go like it's political, it's commentary, I do a lot. I review TV shows, I talk about life experiences, different pains and traumas, different struggles, or just some funny stuff that I just come up with. It is multifaceted.
Okay, so okay, so you have your YouTube channel now, and you've had
Mhm.
it for how many months now? Well, how long have you had it? Because I found you like in June or July.
I
So
would probably
when did you start?
I would probably say I had the channel for a while. Well, this is like my second channel. I used to have a Christian YouTube channel.
Not you with a Christian YouTube channel.
Yes, it was like after I had gave my life. After you give your life to the Lord, you start acting real extra saved. And I thought I was
Right.
good enough to teach some people about the Bible, which I'm pretty good at. Which my subscribers will tell you. When I start to really get into talking about God, I'm very knowledgeable. But
Yeah.
this was like my second page, and I want to, after I ended the first YouTube channel, I wanted to feel comfortable enough to speak about things that I cared about or that interested me, because my friends, they're all, very logical people. So they don't really like to, watch reality television or talk about it like I do. So I figured it was a way for me to, to get out my opinions. Plus, on top of that, I don't really have that many friends. So sometimes I just need somebody to talk to. So I figured that this would be the right avenue for that.
Okay, so you got a second channel, which is the one you have now, and you are talking more so into pop culture stuff or just things that interest you. So, what made you want to start a YouTube channel? Like, what got your creative juices going to be like, okay, I'm gonna start a YouTube channel?
Well, I always wanted to do YouTube, and I've tried to do it like multiple times in just different, doing different, I guess, types of content, but it never really worked like the Christian content, and this did. The What made me want to start was because I've always had like a lot of different influences, when I was coming up in high school, and I really, wanted to, when I felt like I could do it too. I used to love to watch Bad Girls Club reviews and stuff like that, and I figured like at one point I wanted to do this. So when I finally had got, the free time, the space, and the opportunity, I figured that it was my, it was nothing to it, but to get it started. hmm
Okay, so who did you watch before you started your YouTube channel? Because I
Oh,
know a lot of us probably watch some of the same people. So, who did you watch on
um,
YouTube before you started?
Sweet Addictions TV.
Oh, you went back. Oh,
Four is Rocks, Ashley Miller. I watched your channel. I watched it's so many of them. It was like I watched your channel when you were Mr. Still Standing.
oh God.
I've always been I've always been a real big fan of Yocrates. Um
Uh-huh.
that's all I can remember right now from back in the day. But I watch a lot of people. For Brooke Ashley is somebody who I really really like. And
She's fun in person
Sakina,
too.
Simply Sakina, Erica De Niro, is another person who I used to watch back in the day, all the way up until now. And
Mhm.
yeah, just the list can go on. Funky Dineva is a really big influence. Alexander Rogers, C Diggy, yeah, yeah. Those I would
Oh
probably say those.
God.
What?
Did you watch Sweet Addictions when it was two of them?
No, I only saw it when it was like when it was just her.
Okay. Okay. See,
And she
I've
used
been
to,
watching.
and you remember when she did the parody to Mimi Faust?
Yes, I remember.
Like she used to be one of my favorite YouTubers, and I remember when her, I don't know if you were part, and Scorpion Show, I forgot about them.
Yeah.
Always I used to always want to go to that YouTube like thing that
The
they created.
blackout.
Yeah, the blackout, but I never was able to because I was underage at the time. But like, yeah, I always wanted to go to one of those, and now I'm a YouTuber, but like that's not like a thing anymore. So, but
Well,
yeah.
it's been brought up again, so
Mhm.
it may happen in the future. Who knows? Because I remember Kevin had went live, maybe about 2 months ago, and he was saying that we need to come back together and do something like that again. I would love for it to happen because I never got the chance to attend the blackout.
Right.
So, I would love to see that happen again. And
Mhm.
plus, because I never met Kevin and I never met Sweet Addictions either, so it'll be nice to meet them finally. So I get it. Um, okay. So getting into YouTube, you're over 2K and you got it in a short time. If I'm not mistaken, you're almost at 3K or you
No, I like like my subscriber, like, well, at least for right now, it's definitely slowed down.
oh, you
Um,
you having a slow down period. That tends to happen to all of us. Trust me, it happens.
I wouldn't say it's a slowdown period. I know what it is. Like I started to gain like a lot of traction when I started to do the Ready to Love reviews, and
Mhm,
then when I started to, partner up with Ashley Aubrey, who's another YouTuber who I really love and who really gave me a chance, to really, I guess, get my feet wet with the YouTube thing.
mhm,
And I started doing Love and Marriage Huntsville, and that is when I really started to take off. The Love and Marriage Huntsville reviews and the Ready to Love reviews, and then when I started to put a ring on it too, that's like what really started it. But like I really started to make jumps and leaps when I started to do the news clippings, dragging the
yeah.
people past. That's when it really happened. But ever since I've stopped doing that, I've noticed that the subscriber level has, slowed down or maybe went down and will go back up. Yeah, so.
Mhm. That's one of the struggles of being a new YouTuber, child. Trust me, I understand and I know it. Okay,
Mhm.
now, but still, now I still feel like you got to 2K in a short time because hell, I didn't get to. It took me a while to get to 2K. Trust me, it took me a while. So watching you and finding you not that long ago and you already over 2K, like I still feel like that's a short time. So my thing is, okay, I think you already answered this question. I was about to say, what do you think factored into you being where you've gotten so far already? And you pretty much already answered that because you was like you feel like when you did the news clippings that was a
Uh-huh.
factor. The Love and Marriage Huntsville thing was a factor as well. So with that being said, um what do you want? Like, is there anything that you want to do with your platform, like going forward versus what you're already doing now? Because we're already at the end of the year now. So, is there anything that you have in your mind that you want to see happen with your content going into the next year?
Well, I would probably say that I would like for it to get all the way up to, 30,000. I would really like to turn it into like an empire or a business, but I don't know exactly how to go about that yet based on the type of content I put out because I give a sophisticated hood rat on the channel. So at the end of the day, I know that commercials and ads, could kind of, be a little bit preemptive about like doing it. But, I would hope that, if anything, I could replicate the success of somebody like Funky Dineva because I would probably say him, Alexander Rogers, and Bondi Blue have been some of my three biggest, influences as far as how I give my content. I feel like I'm a
I can
little
see
mix
that.
of all three.
I can see
So, yeah, like, so I hope so. Like, I hope I can get there. I will hope to get 100,000 subscribers. Hopefully, I won't have to work no more. That's the plan. I ain't gotta, clock in or clock out.
that's the plan for everybody. Everybody want to do that. Everybody
Yeah,
want to
like
get
I
to that
went to
point.
college and everything, but like clocking this 9 to 5 is, sometimes I'll be wondering that, like, am I just living to go to work or am I working to live? I don't, like, either
Right.
one of those sounds very miserable. I would prefer, just uploading content, maybe making $2,000 or $3,000 per video, because I know there's some people that do that, but I know
Right.
I'm a little bit too bald headed and dark skinned for that. But we'll
Oh my
see how we change that up.
oh my God. Okay, so I asked the same question to Chef Dun Dun, who was here before you.
Mhm.
And how were you able to find him and y'all were able to develop a good relationship? Because it's funny seeing y'all, and I feel like y'all each other's yin. Y'all are the yin to each other's yang. Y'all have a great chemistry with one another, and y'all work well together. So how did that even come about?
Well, I had met him on this lady's channel. I forgot her name. But
Mm-hmm.
me and him had kind of, really hit it off. He had came up to her, like, on her platform, and had spoke his piece about the episode of Love and Marriage Huntsville. And I was like, I really do, I like his point of view, and I already have a channel. And then I clicked on his name and I saw that he had his own channel. Plus, I believe I had saw him on Twitter cutting up a couple of times. So after that, I messaged him in the group, in the live chat, and said, "Hey, can we like exchange information and hit each other up so we can collaborate, because I see you have a channel and I really do think that you're extremely talented." So after that, we collaborated for the first time. And I would say it just really grew naturally from there. We have very good, complementary personalities with each other. I really do feel that we've developed a really strong friendship, and I'm really blessed for that. I'm really happy about it. And on top of that, he was actually getting ready to like stop doing YouTube. And
Mm-hmm.
like I was like, hell no! What are you talking about? I was like, I
Right.
was like, absolutely not. And the collaboration that we did, the next night, I believe, it had hit like 1K, and I was like, see, it's apparent, like, you should not be stopping. Like, you should continue to do this, and anything that you ever need, I'll be here to support you. And I think because we're both very, giving people, that, it just worked out that way, that we just built this friendship.
He did say that you were someone that pushed him and inspired him to keep on going because he was thinking about giving it all the way up. He did say that. He definitely
Exactly.
credited you to be one of the ones to do it, if not the only.
Exactly. I'm
So,
not the only one, because it was another one. I believe her name is Marcella Speaks.
uh-huh.
But yeah, like, I really do always want the best for him. And on top of that, like, now he surpassed me. Like, when he had like first came to my channel, I was around like maybe 800 or 1,000 subscribers at that point. And then,
Mm-hmm.
I ended up hitting we ended up hitting 2,000 together.
Mm-hmm.
So he managed to like get over 1,000 subscribers within, like, I would probably say 3 to 4 weeks. And then he ended up getting, I would probably say, almost another 1,500 after that. Like, like, he's definitely moving pretty fast. So I always knew that it was going to be like that. I always knew that he was going to grow really fast. You can
Yeah.
see that type of stuff.
Okay, so as a new YouTuber, what would you say are some of the struggles that you may face as a growing YouTuber? Because we have our ups, but we also have our downs when we're on the come up. So, what would you say are some of your struggles as a new YouTuber on the come up?
Probably getting boxed into certain things. I didn't
Mm.
realize when I started to make content and stuff like that, I would immediately gravitate towards things that I felt like people wanted to hear me speak about. But eventually you start getting burnt out. And then after that, you kind of lose interest in making content if like in dire situations like that. And I realized that because I started to do the stuff with the Love and Marriage Huntsville cast and, doing the whole news clippings and, doing the reports, that it really started to get me boxed into a specific type of genre that I do not want to be a part of because I don't have the bandwidth to talk about, Love and Marriage Huntsville for over 2 hours every day. But
Yeah.
no shade to those who do. It's
Yeah.
peace and
Yeah.
blessings. Yes, peace and blessings to everybody. No, like, no type of, shade to anybody. But after that, I kind of realized that, are the people really here for me? And then on top of that, you also have to struggle with other YouTube content creators who may might try to reach out to you, and you might think that y'all can develop a friendship or develop some type of good relationship, and they don't really want to see you succeed. And I ended up falling out, with a YouTuber that I really did think that, me and her would really hit it off. And she's still winning, because as long as you're talking about Love and Marriage Huntsville, baby, you're gonna always win. That's one thing. That's a given on here.
Right.
But yeah, like people can say one thing, but then like try to start a random beef with you. So I guess like those are the two things that I've been struggling with.
Well, I'm gonna say this, and I think Chef Dun Dun said something similar. I'm gonna say this though. When I first came on YouTube, I didn't really like. I had like a support team. Like I had people like Kevin and Rox and Ashley and Bundy. They was all supporting me, but I didn't have any close relationships up until I met Jamar and another YouTuber. And unfortunately, me and the other YouTuber had fallen out because they wasn't the person that I thought that they were. So that kind of closed me off into even wanting to get to know other people, because you hear all these horror stories about YouTube friendships falling apart all the damn time. So I was like, I ain't interested. I don't want to fuck with these people anymore. I'm good. Like I got Jamar, I'm fine. But later on down the line, that I did realize that there are people that are actually genuine and want to see you win. You're gonna run into people that are snakish, and you're gonna run into people who act like they want you to win, but they really don't. Some people see everything and everyone as competition when it doesn't have to be that way. Like,
Exactly. I don't. And I'm
regardless,
gonna be like, why? Like me and you don't even do the same type of content. You don't have personality like that. Like me at least. Like we don't even give it up the same way. Like it's not like we're in a. It's not like they gonna be like, okay, these two people are in the same the same industry of competition. That's like
right,
Ruth Chris competing with Outback Steakhouse. Like they're two amazing restaurants, but they're not in competition with each other. You get what I'm
right,
saying? Now, Texas Roadhouse and Outback Steak, that's different. But even
right,
then, they both win. And so it really doesn't make a difference. I don't think, look, don't come around me if you want to hate, because I light your ass up.
right. I
I'm
listen. I get that. I understand that. So now that we're pretty much at the end,
Mhm.
there are people that are probably watching this that probably haven't seen your channel yet, and probably is interested in watching you now that they've seen this. So what exactly would you tell the people that's looking at this who may not be familiar with you, and tell them why they should watch your content and why they should follow you?
Because I am honest. I feel like I am a very sophisticated hood rat. Honestly, that is really how it's given up. Like I'm funny. I think I'm funny. I think I'm honest. I think I give a very good analytical perspective to my videos on top of the comedy. I feel that I give it up. It's a lot of people out here that just be tiptoeing around saying how they feel because everybody wanted to get an interview or everybody want to be friends with people on the cast of the show that they reviewing. But I'm not
Right.
like that. I'm not out here trying to impress anybody, and I'm gonna drag everybody equally. The
As you
same
should.
way. Oh, and because I'm kind of cute, you know. I'm young, I'm vibrant, I got good skin, and stuff like that. So I don't think I'm too bad to look at either if you come over there and you gotta stare at me or if you gotta stare at the icon.
Well, don't be surprised if you get them DMs, because the more your channel grow, the more you're gonna get them DMs. They're
At
gonna
the
be
end of the
coming
day, I
for
got a man now.
you.
I'm
Ah!
I am on my best behavior. I don't see no hoes. I don't feel no hoes. I can't. I'm not hearing no hoes. At the end of the day,
Oh my
he be
god.
watching. He be watching his channel, my channel. So I have to be on my best behavior. So at the
Okay,
end
well
of the
that's a
day,
good thing.
black men don't cheat.
Okay, okay. Well, well, with that being said, you guys, this was Jeremy Speaks TV. Be sure to follow him. I think that's how you put your name is
Mhm.
right here, right?
Jeremy
Okay.
speaks. Jeremy speaks TV.
Okay, so
It's
make sure
spaced.
y'all
It's spaced out because I'm claustrophobic, so it ain't all together.
Okay, so make sure y'all go ahead and go over to subscribe to his channel. He's an amazing person, and I'm not just saying it just because he's up here. I'm actually getting to know him myself. So he's a funny person, very amazing person, and I think he's very much so deserving of your subscribe. Okay, so that might not be the right thing. He's very much so deserving of you subscribing to his platform. Thank you,
Yes.
Jeremy, for doing this, and thanks to everybody that's watching. See y'all at another time. Bye, y'all.